Now, for some reason, information about next-gen Xbox or any kind of Xbox exclusives, mostly AAA, have been very, very scarce. We haven't really been hearing much. We can speculate. We know that Halo Infinite is going to be a next-gen game, but it's also going to be on the current stuff as well. Fable is probably going to be on both as well. So there's going to be a cross-gen area there. But what about terms of new exclusives? Well, finally we're starting to hear a little bit more about these, and it's so weird because we're hearing more from Sony, who is absolutely dominating this generation. So we've been actually hearing more about Sony and what they've been doing in terms of what we're looking forward to. We know that Guerrilla Games has 2 teams and they're working on 2 games, and one of them is possibly even a multiplayer game, maybe even bringing back Killzone, but also the other team is working on Horizon Zero Dawn 2. We know that Days Gone developer is working on a sequel, most likely to that. We know that their new San Diego studio is working on, most likely, an Uncharted. So we know that God of War 2 is coming and Spider-Man 2 is coming. So we know that there's PS5 games coming, but we don't have any clue really what's coming to the Xbox next. And so this was kind of interesting to hear that it looks like Obsidian Entertainment is working on a new RPG, but the problem is we probably won't see that for a few years. But it is still heartening to hear that they're working on stuff. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, no sir. We also got a little bit of bad news with something, and a lot of Xbox fans go, well, now Microsoft has the money. They have Microsoft's money, and they're going to be able to do more and hire more and do these huge things. This is the double-edged sword that I was worried about, and that's the fact that the new studios that Microsoft did buy, they're very hands-off with them, meaning they're not dictating what to build or what to make. So whatever these studios want to make, they're still making them. So one instance is In Exile, which is one of the ones that I'm least excited about. They do the Wasteland games. They're talking about Wasteland 3 and in this particular interview, and they were asking him about Wasteland 3 DLC, and then the head of the studio, his last name's Fargo, says we have DLC plans, but he can't remember off the top of his head. He says they're releasing more about information about DLC later this year, but I can say one of the nice things from going independent to a studio with backing of Microsoft is that we're now actually able to plan much further ahead beyond the horizon, in a way that an independent studio that's going to go from project to project in order to just kind of keep everything going is not able to necessarily plan for them. Before, we might not have been sure about DLC plans or not been able to commit very far, and for this one we're planning to support Wasteland 3 for a long time. So even though this was a game that was started in production before Microsoft bought them out, it looks like thanks to Microsoft they're going to continue to support it with DLC even though it's multi-plat. And he says, we're hoping to work on this franchise for the next decade. This is our fallout. So a lot of people that were telling me, hey, they're going to work on bigger things and different things. It looks like they plan on making more Wasteland games, which I'm not exactly sure resonates with, with console fans anyway. So at the end of the day, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Please let me know what you guys think. I will link this so you can check it out. Some good news, some bad news, but rack them up anyway. Crapgamer out.